This is Showcase, Faculty Exhibition 8 at the Jule Museum. Here's Mario Bocanegra talking about the process behind his work.
I was very interested in working with typography. The way that the images that you're going to be seeing were made by assembling various types of objects on top of an overhead projector. And so I wanted to see how these objects, once they are assembled, almost like a mini sculpture on top of the overhead projector, I was just interested how that projector would, would see or project through those objects. And basically, I was just recording what was on the wall. And sometimes it was fully silhouetted. Sometimes you would not be able to. When I was going through the process, there was a lot of failures, and then there was also some good outcomes. But yeah, you're going to be seeing type, things that look like glass, objects that might have some pattern or holes. Again, all of these are just found objects that I collect and I place on the overhead projector. And then I just like to create a composition within that, and I try to find then the balance of a form. And so it's, very expressive and abstract. Silhouettes, light leaks in some of them, some distortions based on the things that I would, again, place on the bed just to see what could happen. It's all it's an ongoing series, so I plan to keep going with the study, and it's called typográficos, which means typographics in Spanish. They were shot at different months within a year or two. I would say 2 years. So, I try to shoot something when I can, and so it's been about 2 years or so in the making. Yeah, everything that I did in this series of 6, it all happened in camera, meaning that there was no AI involved. I know that we're in this age of AI creating imagery for us, so I like for this series to be an example that if you are willing to spend time in the studio and willing to take risks when doing any type of creative work, you can come up with interesting solutions without necessarily relying on tools like that. There was some minimal image editing at the end for printing purposes, of course. Some light Photoshop stuff that had to happen towards the end to make the deliverable. But I'm always happy to share that, that everything is analog, and it all happens right there at the moment. And I can't replicate that composition, because once I assemble it and then I put away the objects, sure, I can remember how it was set up, but it's never going to be the same. And I'm interested in that. I've done it before where I try to reshoot it, and it's always a surprise on how it just dramatically changes every time I iterate with the same objects. So that's something that I hope people appreciate from the work.